Well, hello, YouTubers. It is Mikey J back again. Guess who's back? Back again. For some more reviews. Gonna kick it back up as we sit here. It is around the middle of October 2016. I decided now is a good time to get back in the mix of doing the reviews and everything. I have a couple of new ones that I'm going to be bringing your way here real shortly. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the channel, where I am, where I plan on wanting to, take things in the future. And I also want to get into the whole knockoff / clone, controversy, because it's a pretty hot topic, around the Lego forums right now. But before I get into that, yes, it has been a little bit of an absence since my last review. I'm sure all of you are well aware of that, or at least those that are, keeping up on what I got going on here. And I've had some people ask me, am I going to do any reviews, any new reviews, what's going on. And to make a long story short, it was really a two question or two scenario thing here. First and foremost, for whatever reason, during the summer months, I get busy with other adventures, stuff like that. And Lego has always just kind of went on the back burner for me during the summer months. Maybe it's because it's nice outside. Got things going on with the family and vacations and whatnot. But so yeah, I probably around early to mid-May, I kind of put all the Lego not away, but kind of put it aside, and I don't know that I really touched any of it until, I want to say about, middle of September or so. And then reason number two was, just to make a long story short, I wasn't purchasing anything new because I was put Lego kind of on the back burner, and because I had nothing new. So I didn't have anything new to review for you guys. So if I don't have anything to review, what's the purpose of it all? But even though that was indeed the scenario, now fall is here. Like I said, it's October, and I have a lot of big plans. I'm trying to make some real good changes for everybody, to improve my channel. It's always good. If you're not getting better, you're only getting worse. Is the old saying. But as you can see in front of me, I have two nice sets that I will be reviewing tonight, as a matter of fact. And so those videos will be up momentarily. But as well as the reviews, I also have a really large scale stop motion web series that I am working on. Even though I wasn't doing much with Lego over the summer, I had in the back of my mind this web series, and I actually started writing, the plot outlines and stuff like that back in the spring, I want to say. I really began, getting the ball rolling for it. Well, so here we are, I'm getting the ball back rolling, and that was actually what I started to begin with back in September. Was started to get the filming going, and really get that not as the focus of my channel, because the reviews are going to be a big part as well. The reviews will always be a big part of my channel, and I'm not going to get away from that. But I also wanted to do this, stop motion web series to go hand in hand with the reviews, and really try to, help my channel grow, for lack of a better term. So as I sit here today, season 1 will be 10 episodes long. Each season will be roughly 10 episodes, and I plan on doing 3, maybe 4 complete seasons, perhaps even more than that, depending on how popular it begins and, or it becomes, and how much, you guys out there ask for more. If you guys keep asking for more, then I will make more. But for sure, even if nobody else watches them other than me and my family, I will be still making 3, possibly 4 seasons, which each season being 10 episodes. So, and as I'm here today, I have the first 2 episodes completely 100% done. They are, in the can. I could release them tonight if I really wanted to. I just, I don't want to, because, well, I'll get to that in a second. And then episodes 3, 4, and 5 are completely shot, meaning that all the, film work is done. And then, but episodes 3 and 4, I already have the voice work done as well. So, hopefully by the end of October, I'll be on to those, the first 5 episodes will be completely done. But I want to get the first season completely shot and ready for release before I want to get the first season completely 100% done and begin working on season 2 as I'm releasing season 1 for you guys. So I can't give you an exact date on when it might be, but it is coming. I would think 6 months from now, March or so, I think it's safe to say it should be out by then. You'll start seeing things, and I want to do a trailer. I'll do a trailer as it's getting closer for the release date. And yeah, that's some of my big news that I've been wanting to share with you guys. And then as far as the actual reviews, I have the Imperial flagship here. I have the haunted house here, and I'm actually upstairs at my dining room table. We're working on the modular town hall building, so I have those 3 that will be coming very quickly, and then I have a whole slew of them coming, at the first of the year at the very latest. If all goes well, I'll be having more reviews coming out than I actually have available on my channel at the moment. So yeah, to make a long story short, big things coming. I don't know if anybody noticed, I renamed my channel. It is now Mikey J Productions. That was my own little made up production name that I'd always kind of stuck with for a lot of my videos and stuff that I put on my channel before I even started doing the Lego stuff. If anybody goes back and looks at some of that stuff. So and then some of the other things, I've taken all the constructive criticism and suggestions that some of you guys have offered, and I'm really going to try to listen to you guys to improve my channel as much as I can, because it's important for me. It's important to have something that you guys want to watch. So I have to take your guys' word into consideration, and I plan on doing that. And so if you have any more suggestions on how I can improve things, keep it coming, and I will try my best to do that. So that's all the big news for Mikey J Production, channel. So I'm happy to share all that with you guys. And now part 2 of this, just little introductory welcome back video that I wanted to do is on the whole Lego knockoff controversy. As some of you may realize or know, I own quite a few knockoff sets. I own more official Lego sets than I do knockoffs by a wide margin. But I originally got into the knockoff stuff for financial reasons, like I'm sure a lot of people do. I saw sets that I wanted, and they were much cheaper than going and getting the official version on the aftermarket. Because as some of you may know, the Lego aftermarket is it's out of control. I mean, just these 2 sets that you see in front of me, they go for a lot of money on the Lego aftermarket. And that's just the tip of the iceberg on what some of this stuff is fetching. And so I wanted to get the most bang for my buck, and so that's why when I came out of my Lego dark ages, quote unquote, as they call it, I actually went to a lot of the knockoff stuff first, just to build up my collection on a budget. Because that's what it's good to do, is build up your collection on a budget. Well, then I didn't want to have a collection of complete, just knockoff stuff. So I really started, getting some really nice official Lego stuff. And so I was happy to do that. So, but then this company called Lepin came along, and some of you may have heard of them, some of you may have not, and they have really upped the ante on this whole knockoff controversy, to the point that some of the big Lego forums out on the internet, they completely ban all discussion of these sets. And the reason why is because they're doing such a good job of recreating these sets, and they're doing it at a price that is really affordable for people like you and I. So I mean both these sets that you see in front of me, neither one of them are official Lego sets. These are Lepin knockoff sets, and they are absolutely fantastic recreations of the original Lego stuff. Now, by getting stuff like this, it kind of makes you a target amongst the Lego community, because a lot of people are really outspoken of their hatred of Lepin. Like the other sets that I have, like Enlighten or Kazi or whomever, people didn't like them, but they could say, oh, that's junk compared to Lego, so we're not even gonna worry about those guys. If you want to spend your money on that junk, good for you. Kind of laugh at you as they're sitting over there with their $1,000 sets. Well, now Lepin's come along, and they are producing quality reproductions of these sets. I mean, it's not exact Lego quality, no. They're not as good as Lego. But I mean, you can't get much closer. And so that's a threat to a lot of the resellers out there, because why is somebody going to spend, $700 on this Imperial flagship on Bricklink when you can go get a Lepin knockoff for $70? Yes, that's what I paid for it, $70, shipped to my house. So that's a concern to a lot of people, and then there's a lot of other folks that are just outraged that they're stealing Lego's designs, and let's call a spade a spade. They are stealing Lego's designs. You can't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. That is what they are doing, and you either have to ask yourself, do you want these sets knowing that they've stolen from Lego, or do you not want these sets because you just can't afford them? So that's a question everybody must ask themselves. Obviously, I'm all right buying the knockoff stuff if it's something that I really want that I can't get the genuine article for, like these two here. But I do draw the line at the current stuff. Like you can buy current Lego sets that are made by Lepin for much cheaper. Like the new Disney castle, you can buy the Lepin version of that for maybe around $100, where the official Lego version is $350. So I mean, yeah, if just having that set is important enough to you, yeah, you can go buy the generic one. I personally won't do that because I do have brand loyalty to Lego to a certain extent. They're the ones that I fell in love with this for. So I'm not going to just completely turn my back on them. And I do kind of feel like that is turning your back on them to a certain degree. So, I won't do that. But so I draw the line at any, current in production set. My wife and I plan on getting the Disney castle at some point, and what I do, you will see a review of it. But we're not going to buy the Lepin version of that. Now, the sets that Lego no longer makes, like the Haunted House and the Imperial flagship here, you can't buy these through Lego anymore. The only way to get them is through the aftermarket, and you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for them. So, to me, I'm all right buying the knockoff version of those. Some people might agree, some people might disagree with me about that, but that's my philosophy, and I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna judge you. If you want to go buy the current stuff, then more power to you. I'm just trying to fill a gap here that I feel exists on YouTube to a certain degree. There's not a lot of information out there on Lepin, and the stuff that is available, tends to come from overseas type platforms. So it's very difficult to decipher. And like both these sets that you see in front of me are fairly new releases. So I think I will have the only video on YouTube at the moment of these two sets. So so that's a bonus. But yeah, to summarize, yes, I will be supporting Lepin to a certain degree, but it will only be in retired sets that are no longer available. I will not be purchasing anything new, and yeah, that's where I stand. And thanks for listening to my ramble, and I will be back with some reviews here shortly. So stay tuned and continue to like, comment, and subscribe.